What is happening, guys? Evan Tech Source. Happy holidays. Welcome back to another episode of Cool Tech Under 50. Let's begin. Boost your PC or PS5 speeds using the new Lexar NM800 Pro with heatsink SSD. You get speeds of up to 7,500 megabytes per second read and 6,500 write, allowing your PC or console to boot up faster and load games faster while reducing temps by up to 30%. It's shock and vibration resistant with no moving parts, and it's designed for hardcore gamers, professionals, and creators like yourself. You can also take your gaming to the next level with next generation DDR5 performance with the Lexar Aries 32GB memory kit. It does support Intel XMP 3.0, so you can get that 5200 MHz frequency with a press of a button, boosting your frame rates in game without having to worry about instability, thanks to the on-die ECC. You get these really sleek, low profile, all black with gunmetal gray memory that will fit in any PC build. To learn more about the NM800 Pro M.2 SSD or the Aries memory sticks, click the link below. Don't you hate it when your microphone boom arm is too short to reach your mouth, whether you have a big desk or the monitors are in the way? Well, I found the perfect solution to that with this boom arm. It extends quite a bit, going over most monitor sizes from 20 inches all the way to 32 inches, and it can even go over your PC tower. I personally like the overhead style a lot better compared to mounting it to the side of your desk for two reasons. The main reason is that the mic is at a more optimal distance to your mouth, and it's much further away from the keyboard, so it's not going to pick up as much noise while you're gaming or typing something, especially if you're using a condenser microphone. The second reason, and this is just my opinion of course, aesthetics. It looks cleaner when the neck piece is hidden behind your monitor, and you can tuck it away when you're not using it. Even if you don't need the extension, it's still a solid boom arm for the price. You can just use a smaller riser to convert the arm to the standard length. It's a very flexible arm with tons of adjustment points, and it comes with a few Velcro straps to help with cable management and a clip for those thin microphones. But they did include a 3/8-inch adapter as well, which is compatible with most shock mounts and other microphones like the Blue Yeti, Snowball, and more. Speaking of microphones, if you're looking to pick up a solid mic for your setup, the Pyte is what you're looking for. If you caught my Black Friday video and you were smart enough to cop it at $22, then you're probably smiling while watching this video because that was an absolute steal. You get the condenser microphone in a very nice travel case with some extra accessories, a desk stand, pop filter, windscreen, and a shock mount. But if you bought the boom arm from today's video, you can hook up the shock mount to the boom arm and attach the microphone to it. It is USB powered, so you don't need to download or install any software, just plug it in your PC and you can start using it immediately. As far as the sound quality, you guys can be the judge. I'm talking directly into the microphone in the overhead position, and the mic is about 10 inches from my mouth, and this is all done without any editing. Now I'm talking into the microphone once again while I'm typing on the keyboard. Because of how high the microphone is from the desk, it's not going to pick up as much keyboard noises, but of course that will depend on the keyboard you're using and the switches. And here's what the microphone picks up in the background. I'm gonna stay silent, but my PC is on and all the fans are spinning. At $22, this is hands down the best microphone you can buy anywhere. But if you missed the Black Friday video, it's still a great mic for less than $50. Okay, this next item is very useful to anyone who is a perfectionist like me when it comes to symmetry or any type of monitor alignment. This is a VESA adapter that gives your existing monitor mount the option to adjust the height. This is useful in two scenarios. Number one, this gives your already existing mount an increased range of height adjustment from 3.25 inches up and 3 inches down from the center. But what I think it's more useful for is getting the perfect height of your monitor so that it aligns with your other monitors, especially if you're mounting it against the wall. Let's say you drill into your wall and you hook up your monitor only to find out it's the wrong height. Well, instead of having to re-drill into the wall, you can just add a VESA adapter to your monitor and change the height that way instead. The smaller bracket gets screwed into your existing VESA mount with these screws provided, and the longer bracket gets attached to the back of your monitor. Then you'll have to push the centerpiece all the way down to reset the locking mechanism and lift it back up to the top until you hear a click. Afterwards, you just slide the adapter into the smaller bracket and tighten it in place. Then you can proceed to adjust the height of your monitor. You can move the entire mount in 0.5-inch increments until you reach your preferred height. One thing to keep in mind is that this mount won't work with monitors that have their ports in the center, as you'll be directly blocking it. So it's best to use it with monitors that have the ports on the sides. But honestly, that didn't really affect me as much because I was still able to access the ports. I just kind of had to go underneath the mount. I can see this being a problem after you mount it, so it's best to plug in the cables before you mount it. It supports monitors from 13 inches to 27, and it comes in silver, but you can get the same mount from Vivo in black or white as well. If you own an IKEA Alex drawer, you're gonna love these next items. So these are drawer organizers made out of high density foam, and they are specifically designed to fit Alex units. There are a total of 5 different tray layouts. We got 2 different ones for the top and 3 thicker ones for the bottom. I'm sure most of us watching this video right now have pretty messy Alex units, and that's mostly because there aren't any compartments in there to help us organize our items. With the foam inserts, you will have dedicated storage areas for all of your gear. They don't cover the full length of the drawer because you can't really access the last few inches that are deep in there, so they made the inserts big enough to where you can access all the compartments conveniently. The only thing I hate about these are the price. They are ridiculously overpriced in my opinion. I mean, they're just foam cutouts, and yet the lowest price is $25 a pop for the thin ones, and they go up to $40 a pop. But if you buy the full set, it's $96, so about $19 per tray. Still, pretty damn overpriced if you ask me, but there is a much cheaper option. The Navares tray, which goes for only $21, and it still fits an IKEA Alex drawer. Now these are made out of felt instead, and they come in either gray or black, but the poopy color is $5 cheaper, so if you're really trying to save money, that's probably the best option for you. The only downside to these trays is that they are not deep enough to cover the bottom 3 drawers. These are just made for the top 2. Up next is a really cool add-on to the trays I just mentioned. These are reusable magnetic cable ties, and they are super useful in tidying up your workspace, but you can also use them for other things, like putting pictures or notes on your fridge. You can use them outside and hang Christmas decoration on trees. They're also useful around the kitchen. You can use them to close bag of chips or bread, and you can even combine them together to extend the length. There's really an endless amount of possibilities with these clips, and the magnets are super strong. They're able to hold up my headphones against the side of my case, along with other useful accessories. As long as you have a magnetic surface, you can get pretty creative with these. If you're building a PC or a setup, they come in clutch in tidying up the cables underneath your desk, and they do an excellent job in keeping the cables behind your PC from flaring up. They come in a pack of 20, and you can get them in either black or multicolored. Would this really be a cool tech video without some RGB? Wrapping up the video are the coolest wheels anyone can buy for their chair. Not because of the RGB feature. I mean, yeah, sure, it's cool that your wheels light up when you're moving around, but what makes these really cool is the fact that they're designed to roll smoothly across any surface, whether you have hardwood, tile, or carpet. Typical casters on most office or gaming chairs look like this, and the problem with this design is that it's easy for pet hair and other stuff to get in between the outer wheels and the center support, and when that happens, the wheels get stuck. With this design, nothing can get stuck because there are no outer wheels. It's made out of super thick and durable polyurethane layer material to reduce the pressure of rolling on the chair, and because of the material, it doesn't make any noise, nor does it scratch your floor. Herman Miller recently sent out their new gaming chair to me, and the first thing I swapped were the wheels, and already I noticed how much smoother and quieter they were. The light feature is pretty cool. I mean, Shayla seems to really love them. They only activate when you're moving around, and it doesn't require any charging since they use kinetic energy to power on the lights. The tip has an 11mm diameter, which is standard for most office chairs out there, and if you're not a fan of RGB, they do sell a non-lit version as well. Guys, all the cool tech products you see in these videos are found from the Cool Tech channel on my Discord server. So if you come across any more cool tech on their 50, post it in the channel. If I see anything I like, I'll pin it and I'll give you guys $50 cash per pin. Congrats to all the winners in December for taking home $50 in cash. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe for more cool tech coming your way, and I'll see you very soon in the next one.